up next and they laughed at them. So I didn't say shit, I just backed it up. But we'll see who gets...
Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Aggro, and we're back at it with another Call of Duty mobile video. In today's video, we are going to be going over how to drop shot properly within Call of Duty mobile. Now, this is going to help you whether you're legendary or elite, veteran, basically any rate. We're going to cover all the bases. This is going to help you extremely. Even people in legendary aren't good at this, so that if you can master this, you will be ahead of the game quite a bit. Now, a lot of people don't do this efficiently, so I'm going to teach you guys what you need to do. By default, this button right here, the hide prone button, hold crouch to prone, will be enabled. And as you can see in your controls, you won't have a dedicated prone button. The only movement buttons that will be available to you will be crouch and jump. Now, this is not horrible, but it's not the quickest way to actually drop shot, and it'll lead to a lot of your deaths. At this point, you're basically better off side strafing with a jump than you are dropping to the ground. But if we go back here and turn this button off, you will see in our controls we get access to this button. Now, this button is a dedicated prone button, so as soon as you press it, you will immediately drop to the ground, and this is absolutely huge. So it eliminates the slide that you will get sometimes if you use crouch to drop shot, because sometimes in the heat of the moment when you try to drop, either you won't let off the stick or you'll try to pull back on the stick and it'll crouch, it'll slide you into a crouch. A lot of different things can happen, so this eliminates the variability so that you can get a consistent drop every single time that you need to, because as we know, if you make one mistake in this game, it can cost you your life in a matter of seconds. So this does add a manner of variability and mechanical skill, though, because anytime you add a button to your layout, it's going to mess things up. You're going to have to change things. So a lot of you guys have asked me for a movement tutorial, and I just want to kind of briefly touch on movement in this video because I feel like movement is so elaborate. It deserves its own in-depth tutorial on it, basically, but we're going to get into a little bit of movement and controls in this video. Now, with your controls, you basically want a dedicated finger for each control. So I play, well, technically, I guess 7-finger, you would call it, but I like to just consider it 6-finger. So I use my index finger to look around. On the right hand side, I use my middle finger for my fire button. I use my ring finger for the crouch up here, and I use my thumb for the jump. I use my thumb on the left hand for my prone, my index finger to look around over here, move, and then my middle finger for the scope. So this is because I am on an iPad. If you guys are on a cell phone, I highly recommend checking out my claw tutorial. I just basically showed you guys the loadout, went over why it's so important. If you guys are new to learning claw on cell phone, my loadout is super beginner friendly, especially if you're new to claw. It's super, super easy. I highly recommend you check it out and then come back to this video, because you really want each one of these buttons. These are your main buttons in the game. So your shoot, scope, crouch, jump, and prone are the buttons you're going to use 90% of the game. And you ideally want them on their each individual finger because you can activate them all simultaneously. Now, when you are on thumbs, if you are a thumbs player, I want to say there is hope for you guys. I do know a couple pro players that play thumbs. It's just that you guys are going to have to move your fingers way faster. It is going to be a lot harder. It is not impossible, though, because anytime you're moving your fingers faster in the heat of battle and you're thinking about things such as controlling your recoil, your movement, where the enemy is, your strategy, all that stuff combined in the heat of the moment, all condensed into a 3-second time period, can add variance. And anytime you have variance in a game where you can die in a second or two, it is possible that you are going to end up catching a death if you misclick or ghost click any of the buttons that you are pressing quickly, which is not good. So now that we have that button on, going back into those settings, you guys should definitely be turning on quick run from prone. And what this does is it enables you to sprint out of prone, so basically it just helps you get up off the ground faster, because nothing's worse than being able to slide, jump, and prone around a corner just to get stuck there when another enemy comes around and you have to reload so you can't get out of the situation. So that's what that setting does. And then make sure you guys always have sprint on. Always sprint is just good for a lot of things. Basically, every single Call of Duty mobile YouTuber, I'm sure you guys have heard, will tell you to turn always sprint on. Now, when you guys are actually trying to drop shot for the first time, there is a sequence in what you want to do with these buttons. So as you guys can see, we're going to press the slide, jump, prone, zoom in, shoot.
Taking the lead.
That is the method you want to do these in. Now, when you slide jump, what I do is I slide jump with my fingers. So this is all one movement. And then I wait for that pause, that like split second pause. And then I go to my left hand and press prone and aim at the same exact time. But you want to make sure that you're not moving your movement button. If you'll notice, my movement button doesn't move at all. That's why I pick my index finger up off of the device, because when you have your, let's say you have your finger on the movement button, when you go to do this, you're going to do this. And that doesn't enable you to scope in. So when you do this and you're trying to shoot, there's an extreme variance in delay there. And like I said, anytime you have delay, you're better off side strafing with a jump side to side versus drop shotting. But when this is done correctly, it is literally almost impossible. See, there's a good example of when you use the movement button. It is very, very bad. So when you don't use the movement button, this is what you should be doing. Okay, my movement's scuffed. I just got on today. It should be just like that. Super, super quick, guys. It's going to drop instantly. This is very effective for coming around corners. So say there's an enemy, I'd say like right there, and you know he's there, but he knows you're there too. He knows that you're currently right here. So if you just come around this corner to gunfight him, okay, well now you're kind of even, but since you had to advance first, he has the advantage because he's just sitting here holding this angle probably exactly like this. So as you come around, he's going to spray you and he's just going to track you, and you're probably not going to survive very long. So in order to counter that, you could, in this instance, you could theoretically wallbang him, which is kind of taking chance into the factor because you can spray a whole clip into here. I mean, with the cordite and extended mags, it's pretty ridiculous. But say you have like an AR and you only have 30 bullets. You spray like 15, 20 bullets into there. You come over here, potato a couple into the bus, and then now you're out of ammo and you're dead. So it's not a very smart tactic. But if you guys can drop shot, that adds a whole new realm into things. So you can slide jump and just instantly prone around this corner. That was horrible. Just like that. And you have him beat because he's aiming up here, and now he's going to have to be like, okay, I messed up. Now I have to aim down here. And also, for some reason in this game, when you shoot at the ground, the bullets kind of just go wherever they want. So in some instances, if you have something like stairs, on some maps, especially Crossfire or Meltdown, there are stairs. And when you prone, you're literally hidden like 100%. So this person way up here cannot see me if I'm down here, but I could probably shoot the top of his head. That's the difference. So you really want to use this once you have this ability to use the terrain on the map to your advantage. So say someone's coming out of garage right there, and I come up to car and B flags right here, and we're playing domination. It's super stressful. I can actually prone right here. I can just literally slide jump up to this car, see what's going on, and then peek out and shoot. So stuff like that you'll learn as you get better at it, and you'll just come up with really weird things to do. Or maybe come out of here on a bus, or not bus, at a semi, and then just go prone, tag someone over there up, and then you can actually just slide jump around, because as we all know, especially in rank, there's people here, there's people here, there's people here all of the time. So anytime you can hurt someone, it's beneficial to you. And you can just slide jump around here, prone, kill that guy, and then you can take this guy on one-on-one. And that's what proning and drop shotting really gives you the ability to do, is it opens up your play style to actually be able to take corners one at a time. So that's one, that's two, and then that's three. So this, of course, you're decently exposed when you take this angle from this guy. but the odds of him putting that many bullets into you if you do this quickly is pretty low, to be fair. And then you'll be able to actually take this guy on. So you can do a lot better things than just coming around the corner, spray this guy, spray this guy, spray this guy. Now you're out here, you're extremely exposed, you're probably dead before you even got to this point, to be honest. And I learned this just a couple days ago, actually. So I wanted to share it with you guys because it's helped my gameplays extreme amount. I'm talking like 40, 50 kill games versus 20, 30s. So it'll increase your KD a tremendous amount. I'm actually going to show some clips of the game in places where I probably should have died, but dropshotting actually saved me. And you can really throw people off with this as well. So say someone's over here, they're movement strafing you, and they're all freaking out because everyone's hip firing and it's a hectic moment. We've all been in this situation. If you do something like this and then just prone, you'll probably end up behind them somewhere, and then you can just keep jump proning all over the place. And then they will literally freak out because when you're in a firefight just spraying, you're doing this, you're not doing this. This is the last thing that anyone does in a firefight. They don't shoot the ground. So if you guys can get up close on them and then drop to the ground, you're going to throw their aim off. You're actually going to be practically invincible for a while because they're not going to be shooting you. So it'll help you stay alive, especially when you guys are on super high streaks, or if you are in S&D. I promise you guys, if you implement this into your gameplay, you're going to see your survivability rate go through the roof. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up because this is something that majorly helped me, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. If you guys do want to watch me play live and or play with us, me and the squad are playing on MadCat TV every single day starting at 3 p.m. Actually, as soon as this video gets uploaded, I'll be live. So we're trying to upload a YouTube video and then go stream on MadCat pretty much right after or shortly after that day. So if you guys want a chance to watch me play live to see if I'm a giant potato or to see if I know what I'm talking about, or if you guys just want to 1v1 me, we do some of the cool viewer things that we've done recently is 1v1s. We've done sniper 1v1s. We've done sniper lobbies. We've done AR lobbies. We do all sorts of cool stuff. If you have something cool that you want to bring to the table and maybe get everyone to do, make sure to come by, hang out, and post it in chat, and we kind of pick up ideas as we go. And then sometimes we're just grinding legendary ranked because on June 5th when leaderboards reset, we are going to be grinding for leaderboards. And so I'm shooting for top 200 in this game since Area F2 died. Now with all that out of the way, remember guys, the new computer's coming in a week, so I promise the content will go through the roof. It'll be super high quality. I'll have face cams, we'll have stream upgrades and all that stuff. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys really do enjoy Call of Duty mobile content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.